Welcome to the Progress Campus as we are set for the OCAA men's basketball as Centennial Colts return home in strong form to take on the Fleming Phoenix. I'm your host, Danish Javar, alongside producer Leo. Glad you're here with us. Centennial enters tonight 12-4, riding a 4-game winning streak and playing some of their best basketball. The Colts have been dominant offensively, averaging 86.8 points per game, shooting over 43% from the field, moving the ball well with nearly 14 assists per contest. Today could cause a potential three-way tie in the East Division between Georgia, Centennial, and Durham. Durham beats Georgia with Centennial winning. We would be in first in the East Division. Last game star, Samuel Wong, and we have to talk about him. Against St. Lawrence, delivered a career performance, 37 points, shooting 13 for 18 from the field and 8 for 11 on the three-point line. He's efficient, confident, and unstoppable from deep. So this game will be starting after Canada and starting lineup. Stay tuned.
Introducing your starting lineup. For Fleming Phoenix from Scarborough, Ontario, 6-foot point guard, number 3, Jordan Moore. From Niagara Falls, 6'6" forward, number 14, Isaac Walker. From Peterborough, Ontario, 6'3", guard, number 21, Owen Weiser. From Brampton, Ontario, 6'3" guard, number 23, Cody Smith. And running up the roster from Mississauga, 6'5" forward, number 40, Xavier Williamson. And behind the bench, Josh Williams in his third season. From Scarborough, 6'3",
so not all set in stone for the playoffs just yet. As we have a difficult matchup for the Colts on Saturday against Seneca, which will stir up the division even more. So, tip-off getting ready. Here as Fleming just tips it over to the other side and they go in for the transition layup. They have two quick back. As Darius Talbot slowing things down for Norton. And O'Neal bounce pass inside. And this one, Fleming getting in charge of, dishing it out to the guard at the top where Talbot pressing hard. So give and go for Fleming as they look for a pump fake three, and this one just a bit long. So O'Neal there to collect this. As Wong looking for the three, but you know they're going to double team him from there as Talbot gets his first three of the game to put the Colts up. So here are Fleming as they get fouled. That's going to be the first personal foul on Fleming. So Darius Aline picks up his foul. Because Fleming having trouble inbounding it. They put it in cross court. As Jordan Morgan, this one gets deflected off of the Fleming. So Colt ball. So here is Ryan Brooks as he takes a step in and gets the layup to go. So here's Morgan with Talbot on him. So a screen coming through as Morgan gets double teamed. So this is going to open a mid-range as a pump fake comes in. Great setup for Fleming as they had the formation of the Colts out of the way, and this one's going to go up, but saved at the out of bounds line. So this one stepped, it looked like he may have stepped on the line, but this thing kind of pushed him out. Wong arguing that call, saying it was all just a little bit of physicality, but not going to go his way. As Morgan goes baseline, as that goes off of Morgan's hand. So Darius, Morgan on him. So O'Neal, as he puts an elbow out, he gets fouled. It looked like he got fouled there. Open for three, Norton. In and out. Because that one is a difficult one. So it looks like foul underneath the rim there on Brooks. Just look at that replay. Fouling. So some under the rim fouling there. Over the back. So Darius is going to be inbounding it in as he looks for Wong. And you know they're going to cover him hard. As O'Neal getting stripped of the ball there is Morgan in transition. And here he goes, a give and go off for the layup. And it rolls out. So some tough in and outs for both sides now. It looked like Norton had that three just go in and then fall out, and this one, the layup, just kind of laying on the rim for quite a bit of time. So here's O'Neal. Brooks. So Brooks gives it back to O'Neal. So O'Neal is on the board 4-2. So 7-0. Colts leading early on. As Fleming just turns it over, and here's Darius going up for the layup as he doesn't get all of that. So a very hard and quick game thus far. So great coverage there by Brooks. And this one's going to go to Noten. Back to Brooks for 3. And it bounces in. So the home court bounce goes Brooks' way as the Colts are up 10-0. So this is their second last game before going into the postseason, and a chance for them to be first in the East Division with a couple of things shaking up with Durham. So this is an and one foul. It looked like Brooks went in hard. So quick to get up there. He's all right. Just look at that replay. Looked like a dangerous fall almost. Landed on the side of his back, but he looks to be all right, which is always great to see. So Fleming takes their first time out as they are down by 12 points, yet to get on the board. So we will see what the coach's mindset is for the players in about 45 seconds. So we will resume after this quick timeout.
Did you know our event coming up next week, the Black Student Collective presents Centennial Black Leaders Panel on Tuesday, February 17th, from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. in progress.
So we are back as Brooks will try to get that three-point play to go as he got the and one his way. So the free throw is good. As Jordan Morgan sending it up to Smith. So Morgan gets it back. And Morgan goes up for the layup, and that one is good. So here is Darius. So just off of the knee of Walker. So Colts gonna inbound. So Noten gives it off to O'Neal. O'Neal thinking about the three, but he gives it Noten for three. It's a contested one. That's 2 in and out for Noten. So foul on the Colts. This one Morgan's bringing up. Gets double teamed on the entry to the half, and this one rattling around a little, but the Fleming looked like picked it off of the rim, putting that back in, but Colts hard. That's a travel. So great defense down low on O'Neal for Fleming. Subs being made as Mo Nazami checks in. So some full court pressing almost. Looks like half court press, but Morgan calling for the ball as he gets pressured. A corner three for Fleming, and that one's going to be a violation as it hit over the net near the clock. So that's going to get turned over. Darius up into Brooks. Sorry, yeah, that's O'Neal. Neal gets fouled. Thorne getting fouled down low. So no subs being made for the Colts as of yet. Wong So this one, Brooks had to save it, but goes right to Fleming. Morgan getting pressured hard as Brooks steals that. So here's Wong. And this one's going to go up for O'Neal. He puts it hard off of the backboard. And Morgan, a hesitation to the corner. This one is going to go long. So quick action early on as Wong for 3. He misses that short. So no look pass to the corner. Foot was on the line. Colts possession, and a bit of a difficult one in the AWC is no specific line, just a very thick line going around, almost like a border of the court. So kind of difficult for some of the players that come here for the first time. As Darius goes in, he takes a little bit of contact, but that one is good. So Wong defending, Morgan in. This one, a little bit of a fade. That one is strong. So Brooks calling for it. Brooks, step back 3. This one glances shy of the front rim. So it's going to be Walker bringing it up. This one gets deflected out, so the Phoenix stay in possession. Look at that. Darius goes in. It's a left-handed layup. That one is good. This one, a cut for Fleming as Owen Wisman gets on the board. So Naughton got left open for a bit, and he puts the arm out, takes the contact and shoots that one. And they're calling a foul on O'Neal. Let's look at that at the replay. So looks like there's some pushing a little. Offensive foul, as it seemed like it was an and one almost. So checking in for the Colts, number 45, Francis, 6'8" out of Mowat. So here is Nizami as he calls for a screen. So this one's cross-court pass. Another screen. Colts player goes down. As this one getting sent up to Wong. Wong, couple of in-between leg moves. Sends it off. Norton gets in his shooting lane. That one rims around. Wong, deep 3. This one bounces back. So 2 offensive rebounds in this possession. Darius making a move. Splits through the lane, gets stripped of it. So a foul in transition by the Colts. Let's look at that. That one kind of gets stripped. It looked like they should have continued to play there. A lot of, not too much going down, but maybe a reach in. So they got a bit of the arm there. Francis looking like he was going for the turnaround J as he gets stripped. Morgan slowing things down. Over the head pass for the corner. This one goes in and out. Talbot sends it off. So a little bit of turnovers going on for the Colts. This one looked like it was going to be a tie up there, and from behind Wong coming in hard for 3. Fleming, this one's off. So Colts trying to slow things down. As head coach Chester Taylor trying to direct his team. So 3-second violation on the Colts. Quite a bit of turnovers. Yeah, so referee seeing quite a bit of tension under the rim. Now for the Phoenix, Parnell. He's getting covered in tight by Ewan. So Fleming get on the board. There he is. Sends it off. Norton, spin move. And this one, a turnover and foul by Talbot. So it looked like the Colts had a very strong opening as they were up 12-0. Looked like they were going to get away with a huge margin, but quite a bit of errors towards this end of the first quarter. So this will put Fleming at the bonus where they will shoot 2 free throws. Substitution coming in for the Colts as Talbot heads off and RJ Thomas checks in. First free throw is no good for Parnell. Second one is also no good. So defensive rebound. Centennial brings it up to RJ. That one tipped out by Nathan. This one, Wong. Thomas, back to Wong. Wong fake, and this was heavily contested. As it's going to be Fleming, quick passes, down at the baseline, spin move. Great defense there, and this one's going to be a 3 as Thomas closed out well. As the Colts come in with some speed. Quick the other way, a 3 for Fleming, and that one is all good. As we have 35 seconds remaining, so we'll see if the Colts go 2 for 1 here, or they will be safer, and looks like they're going to take that chance as Norton slows things down and stops the skid. So this one, Fleming, a mid-range step back there. The Colts are going to have to go fast here to beat the clock. As the crowd makes some noise, and Thomas shoots that. Gets it off in time, but that's no good. Looked like he got hit on the wrist there, so complaining to the ref. Foul won't go his way, and we will reset for the second quarter. So 19-10, Colts leading, and we will be back within a minute. Thomas puts it in the backcourt. So Wong there to gather that. As Wong goes in, he gets the layup. And Wong pressuring. So down back are the Fleming. Is this a fadeaway three? Colts foul on the three. It's gonna be Simon picking it up. So Simon picks that foul up. 3 free throws for Fleming. So first one is good. So second one, that will be Mo Nizami. This one bouncing around a little, doesn't go. So 2 for 3 on the free throw line. RJ Thomas bringing this one. As he's calling for some plays. Nine gets that one, hesitates. Step to the side. So he gets that mid-range to go for 2. As Fleming gets an easy 2 points as well, as the pump fake was very effective down low. So here is Norton. Cross court. And this one, an air ball from Messim. And here, Phoenix coming in hard. And gathers it in the air and puts it up. So collects the rebound, puts it up. And here's Nan coming in with speed. A Euro move. Gets that one to go with the left hand. So look like RJ is almost away with that one. A 3. This one goes long. So here is a cross court to RJ. RJ comes in, a Euro move for him, and he gets the and one in his favor. So Colts winning 27-16. Look at that instant replay. Defender comes in, fakes that he's going in between them, and just goes around near the baseline. Great move by RJ. So RJ shooting his free throw, makes good of that. So checking in for Fleming Watts. So gets around the screen of the Colts and strips that. So crossover move by Thomas as he takes it to the rim. He gets fouled on the way up. He's getting up. Let's look at that replay. Quite a bit of contact on that one. He took a bit of an awkward fall. So he's going to go to the line to shoot for 2. So first free throw is good. As the second one is also good. So 3 for 3 so far for RJ at the free throw line. There's this one. Fleming coming in hard. Pass to the side and some good tension at the top. Wong behind the back. And he tries to do a Euro step as well. But this one looked like the defenders were set. Kind of a Elbow in tight. Let's look at that. Yeah, puts the shoulder on the chest. Defender wasn't moving. He was set, but they call a foul on that actually. So looked like one of the referees down below pointed the other way, but regrouped with the one near the baseline. So that one kind of overturned in a way. So here's Fleming. They like going to the baseline, but at the top of the key is Watts, and he gets a three in his way. Watts getting on the board. 6 foot from Peterborough. As this one, Wong feels the contact, shoots it. So that's almost like a James Harden type of move, as he will be going to the line for 2 free throws. So Sammy Wong, 37 points, career high in the OCAA. As he was 8 for 11, shooting lights out. We know he's completely the talk of that pre-scout for Fleming, because when he gets hot, he rarely does miss. Substitution, number 23, Smith coming in for Parnell. So Colts defending tight on the inbound. Fleming make a move in, and looks like the Fleming player went down hard. Gonna be a foul on the Colts. That one looked like an awkward fall for Fleming. He's a little bit shaken up, so I'm going to take a little bit of a break as the athletic therapist attends with Phoenix. So as we resume, it's going to be number 21, Wiseman, taking the free throws for Fleming, as the fouled Fleming wasn't able to. That would be number 25, Nathan, getting some attention for his knee. So we hope he's all right. So Darius calling for some traffic to move around. It's going to be O'Neal as he bodies his way in, down to Talbot, and this one's a good. It's a good easy layup. So number 3, Morgan. So a lot of screens for Phoenix. They like to play around those screens. It's going to be Watts thinking about that shot over Darius, and that was a tough one as the violation coming close. As this one gets blocked. So Colts very effective on the defensive side of things. And this is going to be Ryan. Looks like he's going to go for the 3. He doesn't get that one. It's going to stay Colts ball as that one gets deflected out. So great defensive plays by the Colts. So Darius, as he puts it into Ryan Brooks, and this one's going to be an easy layup for him. So Brooks using that size to his advantage. Watts. So Darius, a couple of falls there. As Watts takes the bump, goes up, doesn't get that one to go. So Darius coming in hard as he tried to bounce pass as Wong was calling for that one. That one doesn't go his way. So let's look at that. He just puts it up to Brooks. Easy layup for him. So for Fleming, this one steps to the side, glances short. It's going to be O'Neal to Wong. Wong kind of let that one go. O'Neal for 3. That one is good. Timeout. Visitors. So Colts taking significant lead, 42-20. So Fleming has seen enough and they want to talk a couple things over with their team. So we'll resume within 45 seconds. Fleming looking for some options as Morgan collects it. Talbot up top. So O'Neal guarding the point. As this one goes up, and it's going to be Simon getting the block. Ryan looking for the 3 as he goes up, gets fouled on his way up. But he will shoot 2 free throws. Look at that replay. Steps to the side of the defender in front of the restricted line. Didn't go right at him. So to cause an offensive foul. So Ryan misses the first one. He will now go shoot his second. In between pass, Euro step. Watts there to collect that. He's calling for in the corner. Watts for 3 as that one gets blocked. Bit of an issue. So they're calling a foul on that, I believe. Oh yeah, he grabbed just Brooks from the shoulder. That one's a bit of a weird one. Don't know what the play was there. He kind of just grabbed Brooks there and just pulled him almost all the way to the corner of the 3. So he's going to shoot an extra 2. He misses the first one. Brooks going again to shoot his second, and he makes that. So Brooks calling defender on Watts. So Morgan gives it up as Darius. Quick hands there and tight. Lands inside, and this one's an easy layup for Fleming. As Brooks gets the ball again, he sends it off to Darius. Darius for three. That one's good. So Talbot gets his three. Talbot very quick hands in tight. A lot of steals for the Colts and tips and deflections. So quick hands by them, as that one's a foul on the wrist. So let's look at that. Darius gets set, picks his spot, shoots, and that one is money. Watts gets that one to go in. And this one over a few defenders, and that one makes his way into the net by Walker. So Darius gives it inside, takes the bump, tries to draw the contact, doesn't get that one. Morgan, as he's getting closed out, this one gets dished out, and this one's going to be a three. That one glances off short. So Noten sends it off. Darius calling for the three. Almost like a heat check. As that one isn't fully collected by Onema. So 3-point for Fleming. That one is good to go. Darius slowing something down. Onema. Back to Brooks. He shoots a three. That one, don't know if that may have grazed the bottom part of the line. It kind of looked like the ball stopped a little, so very short, but just looked like it caught the bottom of the rim right there. But nonetheless, Fleming ball. There's Morgan. Talbot blocks Morgan right there on the baseline. So Talbot showing his defensive game off Brooks, posting up, takes the contact, and makes the foul. Makes the and one, sorry. So that's going to be a foul on Darren Watts. Just look at that. Takes the bump over two players. Gets the and one. So he's making some noise and hyping his team up along with the bleachers with that. So he's going to try to make a good of that, and he makes the 3-point play in his way. Subs being made for the visitors as number 2, Darius Aline checks in. So Nazami bringing it up as this one gets sent to the baseline. Watts, as that was looking like an up and down. Nazami shoots a three. Watts gets that, and now he's calling for the and one, looking towards the ref. That's not going to go his way. Nolan getting pressured by Nazami as he steps out. So this one getting turned over. So ref just making sure it was on the correct player. That's a player issue, and this one's gonna get ready to resume. So here it goes. Nazami goes in hard for Watts. Watts step back, gives it up to Nazami. Nazami comes in back off the backboard, and that one is good for him. So Talbot sends it up to Brooks, and Brooks gets fouled in as he is hard to contain. I mean, under the rim, very big guy. Brooks, 6'8", forward. So he'll be shooting a pair as he makes the first one. And he goes for the second one. So a similar shot, just bounce off the front, back, and finds his way to the bottom of the net. So a couple moves by Mazami there, as he has Simon on him. Simon takes the contact, and this one's going to go around to Watts. Finds his way, a spin move. The offensive rebound by Phoenix as they get that one. So that's going to be Aline getting the offensive rebound and putting it back in. So Talbot looking for the three. He kind of stepped in for that three. Simon turned around Jay, but it's the Zombie collecting that. Morgan coming in on Simon. Watts open at the point for the three. That one misses short at the front. Talbot there to Simon, but Nizami there to strip it, and Simon who's gonna tip it out. So Watts inbounding it in. So Phoenix coming in hard, and Onema meets him at the top, but Phoenix get that regardless. Talbot shaking up a couple things, as it's going to be Knowlton on Morgan. So the number threes battle it out. So a foul on Morgan as he's complaining about that one. Let's look at that replay. Didn't see too much there, but ref doesn't like that much contact. So at the bonus, Colts will be shooting a pair. This one is good. Nolan makes good at the second one. And now a substitution by the home team. Sorry, a timeout by the home team, and we will resume within a minute. This one gets inbounded to Nizami. So Aline for Watts. So 3 seconds left as Morgan takes a fadeaway over Brooks. And that one looked like it almost was going to go in, but Phoenix looking for that foul call. Let's look at that again. Oh yeah, it looked like Brooks was in his shooting landing spot there. So there actually will be free throws. Buzzer went out. It was hard to tell there. But ref, don't let it go to halftime just yet. So first one is a miss. Second one coming up. Second one is a miss also, so some difficulties by Morgan. So third one for Morgan. As he actually misses all three. So after 2 quarters in the books, we will resume things after this break. We'll catch you after 15 minutes.
hold you there for like 5 more seconds.
I was gonna start watching again.
Oh yeah, I don't want to be that cruel.
It's a good game.
They're having fun down there.
This is fun.
We are back as the break has come to an end. So, third quarter starting as the Colts lead 54-35 as they will prepare to play Seneca on Saturday. So that one a bit of a tight one, as Seneca winning would have them playing Sheridan or St. Clair, and same goes for the Colts, depending on that Georgian game against Durham today, which starts at 8 p.m. So Brooks goes in, a little bit of a post move with his left arm. That one isn't good. This one a 3 in transition, and bounces right back as they get the offensive board. So some good defensive coverage by the Colts, but this one takes the contact, goes up. So Darius gathering this one. Samuel Wong gets it into O'Neal. Turnaround floater, and that one is good. So this one stepping through, bit of a post move, takes the contact, spins around, and just too strong, gets the offensive rebound and puts it in. So that's going to be number 14, Walker. So O'Neal, turnaround in and out as Brooks gets that and puts it back in. So he gets the offensive rebound and is credited with 2 points. So here, left open was Walker. But Morgan sends it back to Walker. Ryan coming in. And took an extra step there. He's smiling about that. Referee caught that one. That's too many. So now 4. And he goes in. It's Walker. Took a short J, but just misses. So this one's going to be Brooks. Kicks it out to Sammy Wong. And he gets fouled, looks like, on the 3. So that's number 21, Wisman, signaling he kicked his foot out. And that's where the contact came from. But no review system, so we'll see if the OCAA does introduce that next season. It's going to cause a little bit of funding for the colleges to have like a replay center, which would be interesting to see. But no overturn coming for this one. Samuel Wong gets it up to 60 points for Centennial. So this one goes in and out. As Fleming get in hard as they get fouled on their way in. Just look at that replay. Kind of loses the ball there. Was Nizami, but gathers that one. And Nizami gets it back. He shoots a quick. Looks like his foot is on the line, but no one gets the rebound. So no inside. O'Neal extends his arm out. And that one's going to be a foul. It looks like O'Neal's holding his knee. Now he's tying his laces, so it looks like he's all right. As you have a couple of Colts just giving him some assurance. Athletic therapist paying a little bit more attention to him as he's up. as he's a little bit limping on that one. So head coach Chester Taylor signaling a sub. So O'Neal checks off right away. So he's going to get a little bit of attention. But Dami coming in. As he's getting pressured hard by Norton. This one goes into Walker. And that one is a good 2 points. So this one's stolen by Nizami. He takes the contact from Wong. They're not going to call that a foul, as that's 2 points. So that lead is getting trimmed down very quickly as the visitors crawling back into this one. As Brooks kind of takes the contact and will be going to the line or 2 free throws. So Brooks kind of flinging his head back. Is the referee saying can't be doing that? So first one is good as that one bounces high and in. That one is in. We will see if O'Neal does check later into this game, but this one misses. The offensive rebound gets tipped towards Brooks, and that one, it looked like Ryan kind of poked that one out. This one's most likely going to get overturned as it was completely Ryan just letting go of the ball there. You know, he didn't even argue that one. He just kind of walked to the side and it was like, all right, I'll take this call. No problem. But baseline referee comes around and says, got that one wrong. This one will get overturned. So a few fouls going on early in this third quarter as the visitors will put this one into play now. So a bounce right off the back of Simon was Nizami. That was a bit of a funny play there. Is this one a 3? Heavily contested. Walker getting smothered. A turnaround shot, but passes it. That one gets blocked. This one is going to get overturned. So quite a bit of a funny play going down there. And Nizami didn't have much options, so just banked it off of Simon's back to get it in play to avoid the 5-second violation. Simon, mid-range shot, and that one is a swish. So he gets a pair there. Nizami bringing it up. With Simon closing him. Nizami dishing it out for Morgan for 3, and this one is all money. So Wong, Talbot, and this one high into Brooks. Brooks turn around. That one doesn't go in. As Morgan there to collect it. So Nizami inside, but that one gets stolen by Norton. So here's Darius, and he will challenge the defender and get the 2 points. So Nizami handling this one as he wants to ISO on Simon. Step back Jay. And this one looks like it's going to bounce forward and in, but goes over. There's a mid-range coming, and by Walker, a bit too strong. So Simon in transition, bounce pass to Talbot, and he gets blocked. As Brooks steals that, turns it over. Walker going up and down. So Luke goes up, a little bit of a stuff there. As that one doesn't make its way. Let's look at that. Arms are up, no jumping, no foul. And he kind of baits him in to jumping diagonally to to build some contact there for some free throws, but smart play down low. And RJ shoots that three. That one doesn't go his way. So Watts coming in as he dishes it off to Morgan. Morgan coming in and he lays it up. That one's off. But he will go to the line for 2 free throws. As some subs will be heading into the game. So Morgan gets that one. And he'll shoot his second one. He goes 2 for 2 there. So Wong to Thomas. Simon inside of Brooks, post up. 3 defenders on him. Simon collecting that. Nolan dishing it off to Simon. He takes the contact and that one rolls out as Watts comes in fast. As he's looking for Walker. Walker gather step. And he gets fouled. So 4 fouls thus far. Sorry, 5 now, so that's going to be the bonus. That's going to be free throws for Walker. So just too many free throws for the Colts. But maintaining that lead, which is the most important for them. Because they want to close out the season strong before they head into the playoffs. They're looking to make a really good run here. Develop some great players in the past few seasons. So we'll see what they have in store in the qualifying round. So Simon almost got stripped from behind. Wong gets it. Watts backs off. This one gets thrown out by Thomas. Head coach Chester Taylor wondering what the play was there for RJ, but a bit of a miscue by him. Been playing very effective on the defensive side of things, so we'll see him on Morgan. He's doing very well, closing him out. As this one gets tossed to Watts. Shot clock running down. There's a 3 in the corner, and this one bounces over the net. It doesn't touch the clock, but gets thrown out. So turnover, Colts ball. Nolan calling for the screen. He gets that. He steps into his shooting lane and he swishes that one. So Nolan good on the mid-range. A spin move. And Ryan there to steal that as Thomas. A little bit of traffic in front of him. But it's going to be Wong stepping to the side and missing that one by quite a bit of a margin. Walker gets that strip by Simon behind the back. Ryan stepped through and he gets blocked. And that one's going to be called a tie-up actually. So that's going to be the first jump ball of the game, which will be a Colts ball. Let's look at that. So that was a bit of a stuff there almost. So inbounding would be okay. They actually give it towards Fleming, so the next tie-up would go towards the home team, but this one a timeout, and we will resume after this short break.
So guess when we come out of this break, we can they probably could give a little update on this one. So Durham winning was good. Well, that would make all three teams Durham wins. Durham. They'd be tied.
As we are back after this timeout, so a quick update on the OCAA site as Durham leading Georgian 20-13. So Georgian going down 1, the Colts win. There will be a three-way tie between Centennial, Durham, and Georgian. So things shaking up in the OCAA late in the season. So keep an eye out on for those games. So that would be Smith getting it back to Walker. Smith, Walker, hezzy move, Morgan. So Walker. So that's going to be a shot clock violation. Great defense by the Colts right there. So number 3, Nolan. Sends it to Thomas, and this one goes back to Nolan. Stepping into his lane, he makes the and 1-3. So home team winning 22 points. Let's look at that. That's barely on the camera, and that one is good. So gets the 4-point play to go in his way. As this one, Morgan giving it up to Wisman. Wisman gets it back. Back to Morgan. That one's gonna go to Smith. Is Morgan calling for it again? And this one, Brooks takes the charge. As this one's gonna go the other way. So Smith arguing that one. So number 2, Aline coming in. So Brooks looking for some options, but takes matters into his own hand, and this one, no basket, as the charge goes the other way now. So here's number 21, Wisman. Morgan, Wisman gets it back. Wisman looking for some options, but he decides to shoot the mid-range, and this one bouncing around. Simon there to collect the rebound. So now Nolan for Thomas. I mean, Nolan give and go to Simon, but that one's going to be fouled on the way up. Let's look at that replay quickly. Quick touch pass to Simon. Morgan fouls Simon heavily. As Brooke checks out. And it will be Onema checking in. So a little bit of a delay on the refs here. Looks like they're talking a couple things over with the scores table to see maybe some issues with the shot clock. It's usually one of those things, shot clock, game clock, or score, where they get it sorted out. Not just yet, actually. So, still a bit of a delay here, but let's talk about how good Talbot has been defensively in this game. A few steals for him and a couple of baskets. We see Wong being shut down, not getting the 37 points. I mean, those are, can't get that back to back, but his playmaking ability has just been so great. Even when he's not shooting lights out, he makes himself very efficient and knows how to play against the defense. So he's never caught flat-footed, which is a pretty good strength. Not just his, but many of the Colts. And here it's going to be Phoenix hitting pressured hard as this one, 2 free throws. As Simon was possibly looking for it and out of bounds. So ref says he pushed him out. 2 free throws coming in for number 21, and that will be Wiseman. So Wiseman at the line. 6'3" guard from Bond Academy in his 3rd year. Sub being made as Nizami checks in. .2 seconds on the clock, so we will see if the Colts go 2 for 1 here. Here's Francis to RG. He makes that. Yeah, that one was a good 3 by RJ. And his home team extending this lead. Couple dribble moves by Nizami as Wong was on him. And Wiseman puts that 3 up. That one isn't good. So a foul now. Let's look at that. We're not going to see that, but RJ is just splashing that one. So I believe ref said holding the jersey. So Thomas will shoot 2 free throws. And getting past that 86-point mark would increase their per game average. And you know, that looks already scary, 86.8 points a game for the Colts. And heading into the playoffs, that's definitely an intimidation factor. This one's a fadeaway J for Wiseman. And Francis coming in as he made a move there, but time runs out. So 3 quarters in the books as the home team will be heading into the 4th quarter with a huge margin, 79-54. We will be back after this break. as things get ready to resume. So updated score for OCAA fans as Durham winning 30-25 against Georgian in the second quarter. So again, would cause a three-way tie heading into Saturday for the Colts. And you know, Seneca definitely has all of these games on their radar, because that would affect their positioning as well. So Saturday almost a playoff game between the Colts and Seneca. But as of now, RJ Thomas making a few threes for the Colts as Long gets stripped. So in transition, Wisman, that one stripped by Norton as he sends it off to Thomas. And this one, a quick pass to Francis. So that was Messin. So Messin winning that one. This one, a step through, and this one, bit of an air ball there. So Messin coming in hard. So offensive foul as he heads into the planted defender. This is one, a bit of a fumble by Aline. So this one, this is a bit shoved out. So Colts almost at a 30-point advantage. As this one gets tossed to the point to Noten. Noten makes a move, acrobatic layup. But this one getting tossed around a little. So Nazami taking that three as he goes in hard, looking towards the ref. But this one being turned over quick to Nazami, and he's going to send it off to Aline. And that one's going to get fouled, so he'll be going to the line to shoot 2 free throws. So quick transitions on both sides. But a little bit of some miscues from both teams, but this will slow things down as 2 free throws will be shot by Aline. So Aline at the line. I believe this would be his first trip at the line. He makes the first one. Ali, that one goes in and out. So Thomas sends it off to Noten for 3. This one's off. Messam getting that rebound, and he gets fouled. So head coach Josh Williams not happy with that call. Third-year coach for Phoenix. Let's look at that. I didn't see a lot of contact on that one, but from the ref's vantage point, he saw contact he didn't like. So it will be Messin at the line. Sorry, that's Onema now. Onema at the line for 2 free throws. Quick move by Nizami as he turns it over. So this one goes back to Nolan. And this one looks like got a little bit tipped from behind. Behind the back pass to Walker, and that one is good. So Phoenix being a little bit of crafty. Trying a couple new things here late in this game. This one gets tipped out by Watts. So the main Colts ball. So number 11, Marcus Parnell checking in, 6'2" guard from Hamilton. Thomas sends it to Noten. RJ, quick three. That one air balls. There to collect the rebound. He's messing, but he sends it off to the point. RJ gets set. He shoots the three, and that one he's not going to miss. So this one a three by Morgan. He's looking to respond. He doesn't get that, so RJ bringing it up. This one, no one making a couple moves. Wong gets it back to Thomas. Nessim sends it off to Wong. So Wong steps in, and this one's going to be a nice layup for him as he ISOs. So visiting team calls a timeout as it looks like the Colts are not done with this just yet. So we'll look at that replay. Yeah, just going ISO up from the point. Going right downhill for the layup. So 40-second timeout. As this one gets started after that timeout. So Fleming head coach Josh Williams just wants to slow a couple things down, maybe try some things with his team, and some players are developing. As this one gets shot for a three, but it's going to be RJ collecting that one. RJ sends it out to Wong. Wong thinking about it as he has Watts on him. So Wong sends it off to Nolan. Wong gets that as he sets for a three. That one air balls. So Watts there to steal that. 2-on-1 for Fleming. Euro move. That one gets missed. Looked like Morgan wanted to do a slam dunk putback. But that one gets stuffed by the rim. So RJ. As this one will be foul, so things slowing down. So after that timeout, a lot of fast-paced action. So Darius Aline. This one gets put back. So Wong, shot clock closing in on him. He throws it out. Looked like he wanted to go to mess him down at the perimeter area, but this one not gonna go where he wanted. And this one, it looked like Walker wanted to jam that one. Got up and put it in, so two-handed layup for him. So Wong for three. This one air balls. You know, he's not quite happy. I mean, who wouldn't be happy? I mean, this expectations so set high for Wong, as you know, he can put 30+ points in a game, and you know, when the defense just has you all over their scout report and just closing you out, smothering you, it's just so difficult. But we know Wong will respond well on Saturday's game against Seneca. Such a great player. As this one collected by Ryan Brooks. So Messin gets this one. He sends it out to O'Neal. So we're happy to see O'Neal back. It looked like he was holding his knee earlier in the game, but He looks good out there. Just got that off the backboard. Bank shot. So Brooks sends it off, gets deflected, no in. And this one is put in by Messin. So Messin gets that one as the Fleming respond. So no in, bringing it up. Down to Brooks. No one there to even close him out. Looks like some fatigue kicking in for Phoenix. As Messin was looking for that pickpocket. Eileen Walker thinking about that three, but he shoots a perimeter shot. That one doesn't go in. As this one goes inside to O'Neal. So reverse layup for him. Fadeaway shot for Morgan, and that goes in and out. Behind the back goes O'Neal. He sends it off to no in. No in, left shot. That doesn't go in. Puts it up with his left hand. Looks like a bit of a weird one there. So that one's going to go in by Parnell. So Messin kicks it out. O'Neal there to gather this one. As goes back to O'Neal. Brooks. Looked like he wanted to jam that. 98-63. Timeout, Fleming. So 3 minutes, 23 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. A dominant. Look like it's going to be a dominant victory for the Colts, as they're going to cruise with this one, riding a 4-game winning streak, which will put them in 5, playing Seneca. So Colts getting in the mix in the OCAA, some action in, and get there involved with teams like Durham, Georgian, and those big dogs. So for the Colts, for this timeout, it's all about keeping the tempo, keeping the same energy, and getting prepared for Saturday's battle. And for Fleming, a lot of second years and first years on the team. So it's all about for them to develop, to get some OCAA time for next year. So let's get checked in for both sides. So number 5 for the Colts, that will be Nolan Quillen. He shoots a deep 3. That one misses. So this one, step in. This is going to be closed out by O'Neal, as that was number 10, Benjamin, shooting that one. Quelling off to Messin. So some ball movement by the Colts late in this game. A little bit of a short jumper for Messin. That one doesn't go. As Benjamin shoots a quick 3. He makes that. So Messin there to slow things down. This one gets put in and rolls out for Francis. Big guy, Francis, 6'8". So he's developing, as he's the first year. Travel on Phoenix. So let's look at that replay. Yeah. Just kind of moved his pivot foot without dribbling the ball. So that one gets called in Colts direction as we are under 2 minutes to go. Messin, quick shot. That one is good. So that would put the Colts over the 100-point mark. So huge margin for them. That's Quelling. It's that one fouled. Quelling. Let's look at that quick shot. Straight money. Nizami gonna inbound it for Phoenix. So Nizami behind the back. Beautiful step back for him as he gives that jumper to go. Quelling, deep three. He makes good of that. So bleachers cheer him on. Quick three. That's going to be airballed. So they want the ball to Quelling. As this one gets stripped out of Francis. As Quelling just has his hand up. As this one gets tipped. Nessim gets that one. O'Neal, three. That one is good. So Colts just pouring it on now. As Nezim. So closing out. As Quelling. As Nessim goes up. As this one will look like it's going to be the last possession, but it's not. As Quelling looks like he's going to dribble this one now. He's looking over to his bench. And he will shoot it, so. And he doesn't make good of that one. As they shoot a full court shot, that one doesn't go in their direction. So 107-68. Home team putting it on for their fans. Showing the OCAA opponents that they are ready for what's to come in the qualifying round. But final here at the Progress Campus, as this was a short night, no women's game. And 5 straight wins as the Colts keep climbing and showing why they're the most dangerous team in the Eastern Conference. So we'll watch for Durham and Georgian's game, as that one's the interesting thing, and I will shake the standings. So Centennial Colts return. Men's team 3 p.m. on Saturday, a Valentine's special against Seneca. The women's team will be before them, I believe, at 1 o'clock. So we will see you on Saturday, as that one will be an interesting one. So it was a fun night. I was your host, Danish Jabbar, along with producer Leo. We will see you on Saturday's Valentine's special game.
It would be fun to do like a theme night.